This is a foundation inspection. We're starting it at the rear right elevation. You see here we're looking at the foundation grade wall, and we have erosion occurring along here that needs to be rebuilt. The grade on a grade wall like this should come up to about 6 inches from the top line there. There'll be a note about it in the report. We have a window. There's deteriorating caulking here, hole in the caulking, hole there. There's another hole there and a bit of a crack in the mortar here. All of that's going to lead to leaks. We're missing weep holes over the top of the window, and that's going to allow moisture to build up on the lintel. Continuing the inspection, we're still at the right hand elevation. With water penetration here quite serious. You've got rot of the trim work. That indicates that the roof above this little window is leaking. We have a problem with the trim work up here. You can see where the caulking has come away, quite bad. The trim work has moved. Here the trim work's moved. There's water penetrating at this point. There are no gutters on these buildings. It's not a good idea. Recommend gutters. Prevents a lot of damage to the grade and to the building. Yeah, we've got trees in contact with the wall here. It's not a good idea. They should be cut back. We're now at the front elevation, looking at the walls and the foundation. Yeah, we have a lot of, here we've got really quite a lot of erosion. See, there's a hole here. That's where water's flowing in under the foundation. It's undermining the foundation. And again here we've got holes. In fact, there's so much water it's exposed the irrigation piping. Caulking's poor. Hole in the mortar here. It's going to leak lots of water into the building. Holes in the caulking up there. Small crack here, just cosmetic. Now at the front, looking at the garage. Another lintel without any weep holes. Again, the caulking's very poor. We'll take a measurement of the moisture content in the walls when we get inside, but can almost guarantee that the walls around the window are going to be damp. Again, caulking's failing here. Oh, look at this. And the mortar's being worn away. It needs to be fixed. We're now moving to the left elevation of the property. These bushes are really not good. They need to be cut back. Shouldn't have them up against the wall and the foundation as they are. Then up here we have serious rot around the trim. Water's getting in there. Now if it's getting into that trim work, it's almost certainly getting into the wall system. If not now, it will do in the future. Moving to the rear elevation. There's signs of hail damage on the units, and so you need to check with the owner whether or not there's been any hail damage to the roof. Here we've got a bit of movement in the building, in the expansion cap. It's cracked and opening. We're now at the rear elevation. Again, the window corking's very poor, lots of water getting in at this elevation too. Okay, enormous amount of erosion here. It's caused by runoff from the roof. It's coming straight down the valley. There's nothing to stop it. It's coming straight here, and it's even exposed the root system to the tree. We're at the front elevation. We're looking at the roof over the garage. What I'm looking for is indications of any hail damage. There isn't any, although there's a lot of loss of grit from the shingles, a lot of it in the gutter. That often happens when a new roof is put on. There is no way I can age this roof. It can only be actually the owners telling us when the last time a roof was replaced. Up in this corner here, right there, there's indications of rodent activity. They've been chewing at the trim board. Right elevation of the building. Looking at the garage roof again. There's an exposed nail head here. There's a nail hole in the step flashing here. That should be sealed with caulking, stop water getting in. There's indication of damage to the shingles at this elevation. We're at the rear. We're looking at the roof over the top of the master bedroom, and up in this area we've got lots of marks, areas where it looks like impact has taken place here and here. Shingles themselves, you can see here, got chunks out of them. This one's badly worn. This could have been a hail mark at some point. This is broken away here. So this roof at this elevation is in poor condition. Got a chunk here, got a hole here. The flashing is in poor condition at this elevation. That needs repair. Okay, in the previous video I was wrong. I wasn't over the master, I was over the breakfast nook. This side of the roof is not quite as bad. It's aged, but it's not the pot marks that there are on the other side. So that indicates that side of the roof has been damaged by hail. Now I can't get onto this upper roof, it's too high for me. and I need assistance. I need somebody to help me with the ladder, help me on and off the roof. Working on my own, I can't do it. So I'm going to recommend that this is actually looked at by a roofing company, because the last thing you want to do is buy a house that needs a new roof. Here we've got rot at the flashings and the trim board. You can see on the windows here we've got gaps in the caulking, so water's going to be getting into the room and the wall of the family room. We can see up here, in this area here, we have a brick that's dropping. There's 2 bricks. A little bit of structural movement has loosened those. They need to be fixed and sealed and held back in place. This is a roof over, literally we are now over the top of the master bedroom, and up in the top here there's rodent activity. They're actually getting into the attic, and they've been chewing here, chewing there. You could see the hole they've made bigger for them to get in and out. In addition, there are some holes in this attic shingles. You can see that those holes there. And there's further evidence of impact at other parts of this little part of the roof. We have exposed post-tension cable ends. They've got to be covered. It's called parging. It protects them. More here, and somebody's attempted to cover this one up. It's yeah. There's a bit of mortar and glue been used on a brick to cover up what is effectively an exposed post-tension cable end. Okay, this is the roof. This is the attic handrail, and it's loose. That makes it dangerous. Grabbed hold of it, came away in my hand. We've got Romex cables going over service boards. Well, there's cables passing through metal cabinets without protection. Missing sediment traps from the gas lines. Plastic covers on outlets, there should be metal in an attic. Missing P-traps from the primary drain lines.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, my name is Craig Ackman with Drop Dead Pest Control. I can be reached at 972-359-0803. I've done the state inspection on this property today in Flower Mound, 1420 Wildflower Lane, Flower Mound, Texas. This is a company information. My name is Craig Ackman, State Certified Applicator. Today's date, this is a residence. Were any of the areas obstructed or inaccessible? Yes, the insulated area of the attic and the plumbing areas. Those are noted off. I have looked at the plumbing areas, but I'm not going to cut holes in the wall to see where the plumbing is coming through the foundation. And this is about being honest. To go through every little piece of insulation up there would be just about impossible. The termites come from the ground anyway. So this is about being honest, that's why that's checked off. Conducive conditions to wood destroying insect infestation. I have checked off, yes, we do have, what we have is wood to ground contact that I have written up as the wood pile in contact with the structure, which is Q. Because there are some 4x4s on the outside of the home that need to be removed away from the home. The footing on the outside of the house is too low in many of the places. There's also a graph of the structure, and each one of these things are noted on this graph, and I'll go by that letter by letter with you. We'll come back over to here real quick because part of that conducive condition is the heavy foliage. That's why that's checked off there. The inspection reveals visible evidence in or on the structure for subterranean termites. There's no active infestation, no previous infestation, no previous treatment. There was an inspection done in 2005 for the termites. So that would suggest to me that we haven't had a problem with the termites, at least, from then till now, since I haven't found any activity to this day. The other wood destroying insects we're looking for are drywood termites, typically in furniture. I didn't find any activity there. Formosan termites are an up-and-coming aggressive termites. We don't have any activity there, now, previous, or any type of treatment. Carpenter ants, on the other hand, we do not have an active infestation. There has been a previous infestation of carpenter ants, and there has been a previous treatment of the carpenter ants, because the carpenter ants that I found are dead. They are also noted on the graph. Other wood destroying insects mainly pertain to wood boring beetles that like hardwoods. I didn't find any evidence of that there. So I have to write that down here with the signs of the previous treatment, which is that I found dead carpenter ants on the walls and in the window sills. Visible evidence of the carpenter ants has been observed in the dining room corner ceiling, the front corner near the door, and in the kitchen window. That's what this is, page 1 of this report is about. Move over to page 2. The conducive conditions are going to be corrected by drop dead pest control. No, I'm not going to fix the conditions for you. Corrective treatment recommended for active infestation or evidence of a previous infestation with no prior treatment. No, I'm not recommending that. A preventative treatment and or correction of the conducive conditions as identified previously. Yes, I am recommending that. We adjust the soil level, mainly needs to be raised. We need to cut the foliage. None of the foliage should touch the structure in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And as I stated, the wood that is right against the structure just needs to be removed. Currently, there is no warranty in effect with drop dead pest control, even though that one can be provided to you and for you since we've done this inspection today. Now, this is a graph of the structure here with the approximate measurements of what we've done. This would be the front door right here. Okay, so starting at the front corner right here, this L means the soil's too low here, which will in the lifetime of the structure give us problems with the foundation and termites. That's why we want to have that fixed. It's also too low here. It's been eroding away. Even though there's mulch there, there's a big giant gap along this area where the sprinkler and everything else, it's washed the dirt away. The foliage is too high right here in the front. The soil is too low right here in the front, right here. This is all on the front side of the garage. This is the garage. We come across the front door. We come across here. We have bushes on the outside, right here in this front corner that are touching the structure, notorious for carpenter ants, and they need to be cut away from the structure. The soil is too low at this particular point because we can see the bottom of the footing line. When we come around the rest of the house, this is where the 4x4s are in the rear of the house outside the back door that need to be removed. And then when we come around the bend on this side of the fence, the soil is extremely low in this area and definitely needs to be fixed. Probably more so than the other areas. This is the lowest, and will cause us a problem down the road. Now, what I have in here is I have a P and an H, which is a previous. The H stands for the carpenter ants. This is a P and an H for the previous and the carpenter ants. P and an H for the previous and the carpenter ants. And just to give you an example of that, let's walk on over here and give a quick look right up in the corner. So as you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see in the corner, but you can see what will probably look like little black dots to you, but those are carpenter ants that are dead. They're also dead coming along the side right up here. We have them in the front, and then the front corner over there. This area right here, while we're right here, I did find a live brown recluse spider. Brown recluse spider is very venomous and can cause us a lot of problems. And even though it's not required for me to tell you that, it's a bonus of going with Yellow Hat Inspections that we do this total pest assessment with you. So with the brown recluse spider in here, I have to highly recommend, and the previous carpenter ants, that the pest control be done properly or continued or what have you. I'm more than happy to provide that for you, answer any questions you may have about it. This house will qualify for our warranty for the termites after doing my inspection, if you would like to purchase that if you close on the house. My name is Craig Ackman. Phone number is 972-359-0803. You can also be reached through Yellow Hat Inspections with Mark and Barbara. Thank you very much.
This garage, we're actually looking at where the attic access used to be. Used to be a slot here. Used to get access into the garage. You can't get access to the attic, and that's got to be corrected. You need to be able to get up into this attic to check it from time to time, and also if there's any need to service the decking or the roof inside the attic access. So there's no way of telling what's in that attic. You need to write for reassurance. There's nothing left up there that you're going to be required to remove yourself. 2 water heaters, both missing safety pans. No drip trays, drip legs on there. Both of these are getting on in life. The temperature pressure relief valve works on that one. It doesn't work on this one, it's broken, so that's damaged. This one's working okay. Let's have a look at the... Okay, well, we're looking now at the actual inlets and outlets, and they're corroded. I would say that both these water heaters are at the end of their safe working life and will need replacement. We have a broken balustrade here. Compressor on the left hand side of the building. The insulation is missing from the coal pipe. On the smaller unit, larger unit is not so bad. Other than that, it's all in okay condition, apart from the signs of hail having hit the unit sometime in the past. We have a loose faucet here. A loose faucet's in the guest bathroom at the front right elevation. We have another loose faucet, so both the faucet handles at both guest bathrooms are loose. And we have a broken drain. Drain line is broken that needs replacing. We have a slow drain here. We're going to get a flood. See there, it's blockage, probably just soap and hair, but that needs to be cleared. The drain in the guest bathroom, located at the left side elevation, is completely blocked. Okay, we've got a measurement of the outlet here of 44, 43, so it's cooling. This is in the kitchen. We'll go and look at the others on the ground floor. We have a measurement there of 46 in the master, and in the master we have a measurement of 43, 44. Return is 60, 62. Return is 62. It's the lower measurement I'm using, not the one that you can see on the screen. It's okay. So that's the ground floor. So we have effective cooling. Let's have a look at the second floor. Well, we have 57 there, not quite as effective. We're in the kids' bedroom. Yeah, not so effective, 57. So we're not getting sufficient cooling on the upper floor. Yeah, 61 the return. So not very balanced cooling in the upper bedrooms. Yeah, 57. Yeah, it's less than, it's about 10-12 degrees, no more than that. Okay, so the air conditioning units need some attention. The dishwasher is unusable. You can see here we've got water coming out of the anti-siphon device. Indicates a blockage somewhere, and it's spreading water all over the countertop here. This must be happening on a daily basis. Can actually turn it around and make it go into the sink, but it's still spread all over here. It's even moved towards all my electronic equipment. so I'm draining the system at the moment, but the dishwasher is unusable. Sprinkler system at the front elevation, the flower beds. It's operational. No apparent broken hoses or pipes in the ground. Oops, I ain't gonna look. Zone 2 is the left elevation. Sprinkler system at the right hand elevation is operational. I was unable to get the sprinkler system operational on the left hand elevation of the building. It's not working at all. Pretty well around the building it came up and run, but it's not working. This whole area here is not watered, it's not irrigated. This is moisture measure. We're actually at a window in the breakfast nook. This is an area where water is penetrating, and we see in the drywall here we have 80% moisture level, so very, very high.